Alright, so it's a bit of a late start today. It's about 9:30 at night. And because of that, I've driven about 10 minutes from my house to a patch of bush. Haven't been here before at night, so just going to go for a wander and see if anything turns up. There should be snakes and stuff here. Whether or not I can find any, different story. But hopefully something turns up and I'll bring you along for the fun. Okay, so first critter of the night. This cool little guy down here. It's a moaning frog. Once again, another frog species that is named for its call. These guys are actually a burrowing species, so spend most of the time underground during the day and then we'll come out at night. I mean, look at those big eyes, so cool. These guys usually make for some pretty cool photos just because their eye patterning is so cool. Give me a second to zoom in here. I'll see if I can get that for you. So if I get in nice and close here, you can see the patterning on the eye there. It's really cool, usually makes for a really good photo. So I might grab a couple of snaps. I'm not really liking the mulch pile that he's in. It's not the best aesthetically pleasing background, but hey, it's always good to see something cool when you're out and about. And these guys tend to, when moving, not so much hop all the time, they kind of walk around. Let's see if I can get some focus on that. There you go. Nice close-up shot of a moaning frog. I might grab a couple quick snaps of this guy, nothing major, and then keep walking to see if I can find anything else. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Okay, second critter of the night, and it is another moaning frog. This one's in a slightly nicer spot, which is a bit nicer for in situ shots. So I might grab a couple shots of this little one. Slightly smaller than the other one. But yeah, nice patterning on this one though. That nice camouflage that they've got going on there. But yeah, might grab a couple shots. These are fairly common in the Perth region. You come across them quite often, so I do have a fair few photos of these guys, but I might grab a couple more because they're all different. So I'll grab a couple shots and then keep on looking. Hopefully something else turns up soon. Okay, so what we have here is a spider burrow. I'm not entirely sure what species. It's a pretty large spider from what I saw. It was sitting at its entrance when I came up. It ducked down. I'm gonna grab one of these she oak. It's not a leaf, but I'll call it a leaf, and see if I can coax it out by tugging on. It will have trip lines for when prey comes through. So hopefully, if I'm gentle enough, ooh, I'm jumpy around spiders for some reason, like this. Look at that, that's a nice spider. I'm wondering if this is the same species as the one I got the other night out. But this would be a female, obviously. I believe, anyway. Wow, look at the size of that. There you go. And back down the burrow. So that's basically what they do. They sit there in their burrow. Right at the entrance, you can see her, just the legs sitting there. And then as prey walks through this little sand patch here, there'll be trip lines. And they'll just basically come flying out of that burrow and nail it and drag it back down. With this one being in a burrow, don't know how well I'm gonna go getting shots of it. I can try, but as you saw, it comes out for a brief second and then disappears back in, so I'll try and get a couple shots if I can and keep on looking for some more herps. Hopefully there should be something that turns up there. Theoretically there should be a few species of gecko that you can find here, and I would say a couple species of snakes as well. It's just, you know, finding them is the problem. They are quite cryptic a lot of the time. But yeah, so I'm going to grab a couple shots of this spider here and keep on searching. Alright, the next find is another spider. It's the same as the other one, but this one's out and about, not in a burrow. That would lead me to believe that it is male, but I'm not overly good with my arachnids, so it's quite possible that I'm wrong. But with it being out and about and not in a burrow, it leads me to believe that it'd probably be a male. I believe these are trapdoor spiders. You can see here, much like that one the other night, I'm touching it with my hook and it's curled up saying leave me alone. Now this is basically the spider saying leave me alone, I'm dead, you know, don't touch me, don't eat me, I'm dead, I'm gross. So basically they're not out there to bite people, you know, they're just trying to live their life and go about their day. So this guy's in first mode of defense basically. Let's curl up and hopefully whatever it is that's annoying me will go away. Obviously if you keep poking, prodding, etc., the next mode of defense is either to turn around and run, which this one may do. It's twitchy but not defensive yet. Either that or it will go into a defensive pose like the one the other night, where it rears up and shows you the fangs, etc., and saying basically, I'm a big scary spider, leave me alone, and I will bite you. But you can see there, it ran away. I'm poking and prodding it and it just ran away. So, you know, a lot of these critters that I'm out here looking for have a negative connotation to them basically. Everyone's scared of them, scared of big spiders, scared of snakes. But at the end of the day, they're just out here, you know, trying to get to the next day basically, and you know, there's a lot of things that can come out here and eat something like this, even with it being, you know, having the potential for a very painful bite. The same goes for venomous snakes, etc. as well. That's their last line of defense basically, is to bite. They don't want to use their venom on something they can't eat. But yeah, just thought I'd throw that in there as a little bit of you know, public education, I guess you would say. So far still no more herps. As you can see, I'm walking this sandy trail here. Hopefully something turns up. There's another spot that I want to check out as well that's not too far from here, so I'll probably end up heading there if I've done a loop of this place and not found anything. You can see here it's like Bankshire woodland with these nice big shrubs and bushes, etc., and some nice trees. So the species out here should be reasonably varied, even though that I'm in an industrial area basically. But oh, that's a rat. I'd say non-native. But yeah, I'll keep looking. Hopefully I turn up something cool and I'll get back to you. Okay, change of plans. Haven't made it back to the car yet because I found this little guy. So this is a common prickly gecko, or Heteronotia benoi, also known as Bonneau's gecko. These are cool little guys. They've got some really nice patterning on them, and you can see those sort of rounded looking scales. They all sort of stick up. hence giving it the name of a prickly gecko, because they're kind of like little prickles. But obviously being a gecko, he's very soft. These guys are cool, their coloration's really nice. They do vary in colour a bit. I do have photos of one that's very reddy brown, which was kind of cool. But I'm going to grab a couple. Okay, and so here we have yet again a moaning frog. Now these guys are scientific. Their scientific name is Helioporus eri or something like that. I'm still brushing up on my scientific name Latin pronunciations, but hey, we all got to start somewhere, right? So these guys are native to here in the southwest, and they spend a lot of time underground. They even lay their eggs underground in the bottom of the burrow, and then the eggs will hatch when it rains and the rain floods the burrow, and the tadpoles will emerge from the eggs then, and then go on their little transformation journey. But you can see here, they're not a massive frog. This is probably about medium size, I guess. They do get a little bit bigger than this. They're not huge. These guys are just really easy to pick up with the eye shine, because they have such big eyes, and they're, you know, have a very bright eye shine for a frog. But yeah, another one. Now I'm on my last loop of this bushland. Oh, I can see another one just over there. I don't know if you'd be able to see that. Let's see, it is there, where the tip of my shadow is. So, I don't know that I can show you that to you. Right there. No, you can't. Oh, there you go. You can see it. But that's going to be another one. I'll quickly walk over there and check it out. But they have a sort of like a purpley. Oh no. Well, I'm an idiot, because that's a rabbit. What a goose. Well then, I just made an idiot of myself, but that's alright. We're all learning. It's always good to have the bloopers going. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm on my sort of last loop of this bushland, heading back to the car now. Haven't turned up any snakes or lizards yet, so hopefully when I head to the next bushland, which isn't too far from here, about 10-minute drive, it's a bit larger in size, so maybe there'll be some species out and about. But hey, this is how herping goes sometimes. Sometimes you can go out and not find a single thing, but hey, that's part of the fun. Now there's another rabbit over there I can see, and I'm going to say it's a rabbit because it's not a frog. Yeah, so this is the mulch pile from before where I found that first moaning frog. So I'm going to head back to the car now, and yeah, I mean, at least both frogs and rabbits hop, so I was kind of in the right ballpark, right? Anyway, I'll head back to the car now and on to the next spot. Okay, change of plans. Haven't made it back to the car yet because I found this little guy. So this is a common prickly gecko, or Heteronotia benoi, also known as Bonneau's gecko. These are cool little guys. They've got some really nice patterning on them, and you can see those sort of rounded looking scales. They all sort of stick up, hence giving it the name of a prickly gecko, because they're kind of like little prickles. But obviously being a gecko, he's very soft. These guys are cool. Their coloration's really nice. They do vary in colour a bit. I do have photos of one that's very reddy brown, which was kind of cool. But I'm going to grab a couple shots of this little fella. I think it's a fella, not a female, but I can't. Oh, no, that's a female. So I'll grab some shots of this little lass and then let her get on her way. These are a cool little gecko. I do like them. As you can see there, she has lost her tail at some point and has a regrowth tail. Generally speaking, if a gecko has its original tail, it will match the rest of the patterning on the gecko, or, you know, have some more vivid patterning. You can see she's just hanging on with one foot, possibly saying, hey, leave me alone, I'm dead. So yeah, I'll find a spot to put her and grab some photos, and then I'll probably head to the next spot. But yeah, cool little geckos with their cool little, they're almost like osteoderms, but they're not, because they don't have bone in them, I don't think. They're just scales. But yeah, cool little things. Alright, so I'll grab some shots and then keep heading back to the car. Okay, that's about where I'm gonna call it. It's like 1:30 in the morning. I did check out the other spot. It didn't turn up anything other than more moaning frogs. Sorry, I'm a bit tired. But there was a lot of tracks and things in the sand, so I would suspect that there's a few species there. It's just a matter of timing and weather, etc. So I headed up into the hills to look for a target species I've been trying to get for a little while, but no luck there. So yeah, just gonna call it a night now, head home, and probably do it all again tomorrow night. So yeah, if you like the videos, obviously like and subscribe. And like I said, I'll probably be doing this again tomorrow night. So I'll see you again another day.